Morning. Your Groove Tube Guru coming right at you again. My name is Alan Reynolds. I'm going to show you another part of another session that I did, but I'm going to add another chord from the E major 7 walk down. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but if you did, great. If you learned something, fantastic. And if you're still learning, cool. I'm right there and I'm going to be there to support you. So I'm going to continue with that. And that consisted of the second position and first position. So I'm going to show you another chord, and this is going to be for intermediate and advanced students, and it's okay for the beginners to watch and at least get a little experience out of it and which way to know to go. So I'm going to start again with an E major 7, and I'm going to show it with a B bass like I always do, because there's a reason for that. So I'm going to start out with this. What's up? God. Okay. Guess it's a little early for me, I guess. But all right. So anyway, E right here. So we're going to do that again. Then we're going to do that 4/4 again. We're going to do an E major 7 with a B bass. Then we're going to do a E7 with a B bass. Okay, and here's the new one. This is going to be a 9th chord position. Okay, so that's going to be the new one today. So that's what that's going to look like. And I'll tell you what that is in a second. I just know it's a 9, so let's see. Let's figure it out together. Yeah, so like I said, sometimes I come prepared, sometimes I'm not always so prepared. So that's going to be an E right there. So we can make it an E9 if we want. No. Okay, with it, and that could be. We'll just use the E for now. So we'll play E9. So that's what that is down here. And it'll be the same thing over here when we play first position. Morning, Shane. How you doing? So I'm going to show you this up here again. We're going to do this continuation of another lesson, because I'm trying to make breakdowns of the chords, and I want to show people how to walk them down, walk them up. And that way they don't have to go searching for chords all the time, unless they want to look into a book just to use it as a guide. So that's my idea for today, is using doing this tutorial today. So I'm going to do an E here, but I'm going to do it with a B bass. E major 7 with a B bass. E7 with a B bass. Okay, that's going to be an E again, but it's going to be an E9. E9. So that's what that's going to sound like there. You're going to get that. Then we can end up on the A, because I remember I was teaching the A major 7 the other day, and I'll show you the reason for that. And that's right. That's half step down next to this. So I'm going to play that in the first position as well. I'm going to play these chords in the first position, because right now I'm playing them in the second position. So we got E, E major 7, E7, then we got E9, then we have here's an A. Okay, I'm going to go to that new one that I showed you before from the other lesson. This is going to be a A major 7. But that's as far as we're going to take this, because that's a lot of chords at once. So I'm going to repeat this. E, E major 7, E7, E9. That's going to be an A to an A major 7. So that's the second position up here, you guys. So I'm going to try it here. So I'm going to play. Here we go, if you can see it. Okay, so okay, first position E. Now you got your open chords. These are open because they're not closed like the other ones up there in the second position, the way I was playing them. So we have E here, E major 7, E7. Okay, so that's as far as we got with that. Then the tricky part going back to the 9 would be the right there again. So that's a tricky jump. So that's for the advanced students. So you got God. Yeah, see, look at this. What's up? Yep, so I'm making mistakes left and right too. Alright. But it's easier up here. Because they're right there. And see, some of those advanced moves are a little harder there, you know. That's why I'm a beginner too on the advanced part. So I keep doing this little thing here. Well, I can cover it up, I guess. You know. Yeah, but that doesn't work, right? So we'll try it again. There was like an E. There's first position. E major 7 first position, E7 first position. Then, okay, and there we go, we got it. Then E9. Then we can end up on the A major. A major 7. Then right next to it, we could do I'll show you the other 7th later, but that's a dominant 7. But we won't go into dominant chords today. Dominant chords are another type of feel, and it's also on another lesson that I was kind of teaching as far as deadening strings. So I mean, the one I'm showing you right here, this one right here that I have on my guitar on my neck, the one that's the position I'm in. This one is I'm deadening that 5th string, like I showed you on another lesson if you've watched it. So that's how those major 7s are made. So you're always deadening strings all the time, and especially in this pattern, a 1-3-5 pattern, which is your major scale pattern. Okay, so and then I think I showed that, and that's just 1-3-5. You know, 1, 3, 5. So if you count them, 1, 3, 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, 5. So your major positions always consist of a 1-3-5 pattern. Okay, so that you learn that for your major chords and your major 7 chords, so you know exactly where to go when you play, you know, basic scales later on. But more on scales at another time. But I just wanted to show you the 9 chord today because I'm walking the 8 was it E down to the E9. And that would have been, that's the next chord after the E major 7, E7 to the 9 in this position, on the second position. So I'm going to show you that again. So got E, E major 7, E7, there's your 9. Then we'll go to the A, then the A major 7, and that's where I stopped with that. Because after that, the 7th, like I said, dominant 7 chords, we're not gonna play that right now, or any dominant type of chords today. So that'll be like I said, another lesson. Yes, I'm repeating myself. Yes, but the 9th chord, I'm gonna show you that you can play that again. Like I said, most chords, I think you can play any chord pretty much chromatically, which means you can play it up and down the neck without changing the fingers, but you can just slide. You know, like here's a C9. We can move it all the way up. So there you go to your E. So C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So that's what that is. I mean, those were the root notes, okay, for those chords. But like I said, that's chromatically played. See, there was no changing in the shape, but the only thing that was going on was the changing in the movement. So chord stays the same as it's changing, but there's no moving in the fingers except when I move up and down like this, you know. So that's the difference between the ninth chords, and I'll tell you more what, as far as the notes and stuff later on, what they consist of. And the thing is, again, trying to train people, you know, like I said, with ear, you know, ear is always the best way to learn. I mean, sometimes notes on a page isn't enough, because when you learn notes on a page, if you can't play your instrument, what good is reading the music if you can't, you know, if you can't play the instrument? So that's why I said, you know, I try to train the ear. I mean, that's the way I've always done it. That's my method. And then I learned from a book later on, with notes later on. Once I got that down, and once I got familiar with the notes, then the music came later. And I mean the notes. Then it falls into place, guys. So, but like I said, that E9. Also, in this case, a lot of these chords here, this chord here belongs into a lot of jazz music, a lot of blues music, and sometimes rock music if you want to do a turnaround. But that's something else. I like a different type of style as far as rock music, because I mean there's different variations of rock music. But like I said, that'll be the next chord off our E pattern, to the E major 7, E7. Then we'll do the E9. Then with the B bass if you want. Earlier I screwed that up. Okay, good. So, because if you had this string up here on the 6th string, and the sixth string here, that's gonna be that B there. Yep, B. So it'll be a B. So when you put that finger up here, it'll be a B9 if you want to use it that way. Makes it sound fuller. Then we bring it down to the fifth string, then it'll be the E9. So I'll show you this again one more time. We'll go to, here's the E barred, E major 7 barred, E7 barred, E9. Then we'll drop to that A major. Then A major 7. So that's as far as we're going to go with that. So that's this position for all this up here. So we're going to do it down here in first position. Here's the E. E major 7. E7. And now here's that trick. Say I did it again. E9 with the B bass. I'm going to do a A. Then the A major 7. So those are the chords for both positions, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Always forget the ladies sometimes, because I know the ladies are out there watching too. So that's first position, okay? Just what I showed you. Then up here's the second position. And like I said, I'm going to repeat it again. The first position is always going to be at the bottom of the neck. Your second position is always going to be in the middle of the neck. And then up here will be somewhere your third position when we teach those chords. But that'll be another day, and that's also another technical trick on some of these chords. So we won't mess with those today. We'll do that perhaps, another day once I get some of the other chords down, I mean, because some of them up there are pretty tricky. I mean, they sound the same, but they've got some tricky movements. Most of the time when we play third position, we mostly use lead guitar in this piece when we play up there. Then sometimes we always used the chords and the lead piece together to make those up here, just to make it sound, you know, the sound as good as we did here in the second position and first position. And also the quarter tone is different. I think I explained that to you, I think, on my second lesson. The difference between the quarter tones is the tones of the strings when you have them open and then when you have them closed. So I mean, there's a different variation of tone and sound and technique. So I mean, I could show it to you again. I mean, it's just, I mean, for people who don't know. So I mean, this is gonna be a closed E, from which I was showing you with the B baser. Okay, that's closed. I got all the strings. I got them all barred. And the only difference is I'm not hitting the E down here with it. I mean, the E string, I'm not hitting this, so that's closed there. So I got that deadened. And then down here, it's open. That's the E open down here. But it's an E open chord there. Or I'm sorry, I'll take that back. That's an E full chord. I'm sorry, not E open. That's something else. So that's an E chord. So there's a difference between the sound. So you got, and you have, okay. So that's the difference between the quarter tones and the tones as far as getting the stuff together, as far as the notes itself and the chords being closed and open. So that's the difference between that. But I'm going to show you one more time on the E9, and then that'll be it for today. I'm going to try to keep this short as possible. Gotta have to study a little more on some of these other technical chords before I get into the different lessons. See, I'm just a beginner advanced, so I'm learning as I go as far as that. But as far as the intermediate and as far as the beginner, I mean, I got you. So I'm being honest, as far as being a teacher. I know so much, but I'm always learning. So we got E here, E major 7, E7, E9. Then I'm going to drop that to the A. That's an A bar chord, A major 7, and I believe that's where I stopped. So I'm going to leave it there. So I'll have a continuation off the A major 7 when I build up on another chord when I do the next walk down. I don't want to throw too much at you guys. Sometimes I know I get a habit of doing that. And we guitarists like to do that, and we got to learn to keep it simple. Sometimes we get off on a tangent and we start doing too much, and it gets confusing for people, you know. So I don't want to do too much. But like I said, second position, middle of the neck, first position at the bottom of the neck. And I always told basic students when I play, we always start with bass notes, and we always stay at the bottom of the neck, because those are the easiest chords to make. Or I should say, they'll be easy once you get them down it. And then it'll just be good there, you know. So stay at the bottom of the neck for the beginners. Intermediate's up here. Until you feel, unless you want to live dangerously, and then try to slide up there like I did, you know. And then sometimes, yeah, I miss it too. You know, sometimes, you know, I don't make a lot of those movements sometimes. Sometimes I just stay in the basics. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll just stay there, you know. But like, if I have another guitarist behind me, I'll play him up here, and I'll stay there. And I won't do too much, doing this too much. I won't be doing that too much. I try to stay within in the center, you know, like I said, the quarter tone of each chord. So I try to stick with it, so it doesn't sound sloppy. Because when you start switching chords like that too much between quarter tones, it gets sloppy. So I mean, when I used to play guitar and stuff, you know, when I used to record, I used to take just one guitar and I would just play down here. Then I'd add my second guitar, and then I would play up here, maybe on the second track, just to make it sound full. And I think I spoke about that before in one of my other tutorials. So, like I said, today, E9, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So that'll be it here. If you got books, like I said, buy them, look them up. We got the internet. Look up the chord. It'll tell you all the notes, as far as that goes. Right now, I'm just showing you the shapes. I mean, for basics, basic beginners. And like I said, this is not for this is not for a beginner. This is more of an intermediate type of move. So this is like an intermediate class here. And I was teaching, like I said, on the other stuff, the walk downs. So basically that's, like I said, for intermediates, like I said, but I always try to teach, as far as beginners, I try to keep them down here as much as I can. That's why I'm trying to fit, both, I guess, positions in a lesson. So like I said, when I teach, I usually teach the beginners down here. Then I'll teach the intermediate up here, And then as far as the advanced, I mean, I'm beginning on that, so I'm taking the 101 class myself. So I mean, I'm doing studies on that, and I'm learning from other guys or ladies that play. So I mean, I'm doing that too. So I'll show you that one more time, you guys, and then I'm gonna acknowledge y'all, and I'm gonna say hi, and then I'm gonna try to download this thing to YouTube. For some reason, my tablet's not it's not cooperating with me, or I just don't know how. So, okay, so here we go again, guys. Second position, E with the B bass, E major 7 with the B bass, E7 with the B bass, be a E9 with the B bass. Then here's the A major, A major 7. Okay, and I forgot to tell you that that A up there, the structure to that chord, is also is these 3 fingers too. That's also an E, and the only difference is all you gotta do is bar it. That's the only difference. So you got down here E, then chromatically F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, but whatever. But that's the shape for the major chord. Okay, it looks like that. And all you gotta do is bar them all the way up. I mean, but that's for the 6th string and the E chord position. So that's for that, you guys. And like I said, the E with a B9 bass. So that'll be the new one. So like I said, check it out. So check it out online. Look it up. Go to YouTube. Say E9, and it'll show you the notes, and it'll explain the reasons why that is. Because I'm still learning this one myself. So, but I just wanted to throw it at you. I thought it'd be a cool chord, but also I wanted to continue from the other day. So as far as this lesson, that'll probably be as far as that goes until I learn the next half step, and be able to explain it to you. Because right there, that's gonna be pretty much it. Because it gets a little, like I said, gets a little more technical, a little more advanced. So as far as the intermediate lesson and a beginner lesson or beginner advanced lesson, that's basically where it stops. Because it goes, it gets different. I mean, the like I said the other day, the more you learn, the more responsibility, and the more you have to know, and the harder you have to work. I mean, on a guitar. So, not trying to scare anybody, but the thing is, that's how it is. You start out slow. You build up. Then you learn it. I was telling the students the other day, that's how you do it. You just take what you know, add on a little bit, and then just try to progress. Just work with the chords that you know, and then learn those half steps, and then you can learn the full steps, and then when you put all those chords together, you know what they sound like, and you know exactly where to go and the positions to play. And that it gets easier, but like I said, it comes with practice and it takes time. So, like I said, sometimes I still slip up and I'll do one of these things, and every once in a while, So I'll do that, and then it makes me feel like you know oh man, I'm not doing my job or something. But the thing is, I'm still learning too, guys, ladies. So I'm doing all that, and that's pretty much it. So I'll show it one more time, and then I'll get to you guys, and then I'll say hi to you. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for listening to me ramble on as always. So this is your guitar groove tube guru coming right at you. So thank you very much, and I'll show you this one more time. We got E with a B bass, E major 7 with a B bass, E7 with a B bass, E9 with a B bass, A major, then you got A major 7, and that's where we're going to stop with that. And as far as this position, I'll show you this next time. I'll show you the next half step down. So when we do that, this I do know. These chords I do know. So I've been practicing long enough for these. I mean, maybe it's because maybe I wanted to learn them more. So, or at least they just sounded cooler to me. But that's me. But I'm gonna take the phone here. I mean, like I said, I usually use my tablet, but today I'm gonna use my phone. I'm gonna see if I can download some stuff to YouTube. Let's see. So I'm gonna take the phone here. I'm gonna acknowledge you guys, like I said. Okay, so I got Roxanne, hi. I'm waving at you. Sandra, hi. Then we got Clarence, hi. Then we have Amanda, hi. How you doing? Thanks for joining. And we have Larry Jacobsgard. Hey, Pastor, how you doing? Man, I got pastors all over the place. Shane Dawson. Good to see you guys coming in. Thanks for joining my stream, and that's very cool of you guys. I mean, like I said, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, leave me some comments. Hit me up. Like I said, I'll be here. Just playing. It's not stuff like that. I ain't really got much going on. So I said I said to myself, I might as well show a few chords. Maybe I could show somebody who doesn't know something. Maybe they can learn something from me. Then maybe if I get in contact with the person that learned, maybe they'll contact me. Maybe I can learn something from them. We're always learning together. So that's not just guitar. That's anything. So I mean that's everything as far as that goes. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening, and thanks for being cool on the side. And that'll be it for the morning. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, stay safe. Bye now.